guys, so I have some new content that is already resolved. Unfortunately, I am a couple weeks late in covering this topic. It happened a couple weeks ago, and it's been kind of crazy, so I haven't had a chance to really film this. But if you are a seller on Mercari, you may or may not, depending on the buyer you had an issue with one of your deliveries being automatically rated by Mercari. Once an item is delivered, the buyer has 3 days to rate the item, and once it is rated, then you get the funds for the item. And basically the transaction's cut and dry, completed. If the buyer does not rate within 3 days, then Mercari is supposed to automatically go ahead and rate it, assuming there's no returns, no issues. You get your money, and again, cut and dry. So it's supposed to work like that. A couple weeks ago, on one of my items, which I can't recall right now, but it's right up here in the corner, it got delivered. I waited the 3 days. 3 days passed, nothing. And I noticed this, I screenshotted it. It says delivery, but it could not be processed. And I want to say it said to either reach out to the buyer or message Mercari themselves. So I was like, oh my goodness, what is this? Is the buyer wanting to return this or something? I didn't know. And the buyer had not been in communication with me. So I'm like, what's going on? I reached out to the Facebook group, Resell Water Coolers. Highly suggest checking them out. They're super helpful, informative, and a bunch of very experienced sellers. I had shared the screenshot, and I'm basically like, what in the world is this? And several other people were like, yeah, that happened to me too. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry it happened to you, but I'm glad that it's not just me, because it's really concerning. And some people said message Mercari and they'll get it fixed within 24 hours. And it's some sort of glitch or something. And they said, don't message the buyer, which I had no intentions of, because the less you can involve the buyer, the better. You may or may not be opening a can of worms for them to start rethinking their purchase, possibly. And if they hadn't already rated it, maybe wanting to return it or something, so it's best just to kind of not even bother with that. So I instead messaged Mercari and shared the screenshot, and I'm like, what's going on basically? What do I need to do to fix this? What's going on? I was just waiting for a response, and that very night, not even 24 hours, I get an email from Mercari. Basically, they got it fixed, and it was just a glitch and everything. I got the notification on the app saying your funds have been transferred and everything's good to go. And then I went on the actual app, and there was a notice, which again, screenshot there. There was a glitch with the automatic ratings, and they're basically working on getting that fixed. I want to say it has been fixed, because a couple of days ago, I did get they automatically rated it for me. So I'm not sure, I'm assuming it's all back to normal. And that's basically the gist of it. As far as I know, it has been resolved. Like I said, it was a couple weeks ago. So I'm going to say we're all good to go. But just a heads up, if that ever happens, just get in contact with Mercari and they will help you through that process. Stay tuned, because I have another new content video to share that'll probably come out next week, actually. So I'm going to go ahead and go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this informative, or at least enjoyable, I guess. If you are a fellow seller on eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, wherever, and you want to share some first-timer tips and advice for other sellers, by all means, go for it. And I'm going to go ahead and close up. Thanks for watching, and until next time.